Good morning, welcome to JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle. I've just had some guests leave and they're actually subscribers of mine and of NeilR's, may I add. In fact, that's how they found me and that's why they came to stay. And they've just left and they've just handed me a little gift and a card. So I thought I would open it with you. And I thought that was so kind of them. And what a lovely, oh my word, what a lovely card. Oh, and do you know, I think she made this. She was telling me that she does cross stitch. In fact, she was admiring a cross stitch picture we've got in the hallway. And she said, oh, I do cross stitch, but I mainly do cards. Look what I've got. How beautiful is that? Thank you, Joanne. Now that is so special, and she's actually done that herself. It's beautiful. And it reads, to Joanne, thank you so much for our lovely stay at the Philmar. A lovely room, comfy bed and delicious food. Love from Janet and Dave. And I got a little gift. Oh, so I've got a face mask and I've got a bath bomb. So how lovely is that? So I'm going to have a nice, lovely pamper evening. And that is really kind of you. Thank you very much, Janet and Dave. And along with that, I've got that beautiful card that I'm quite sure Janet has made herself. So that's really special and that really will take pride of place. So thank you so very much. And it was lovely meeting you both. So as I say, they've just left. So I've got to go and do their room. And I'll take you along with me and show you my routine of a different room this time. Room 2. And yeah, come with me while I clean their room. By the way, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. And if you press the bell, then you will be notified as and when I have vlogs come out. But as a rule, my vlogs come out every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. and on the odd occasion there's one comes out on a Wednesday, normally a little short, but that's not every week, but guaranteed every Sunday 6:30 p.m. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much. Let's go clean this room. Well, that doesn't happen very often. I walked in the room and I had to check that I got the right room. They've left it immaculate. In fact, they've left it almost, well, like it was when they came in after I'd cleaned it. I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, did they not have this room? But they actually have, because I just know, well, I know they've had this room, but the cups need washing. But I can't believe how they've left it. Not many people leave it like this when they leave. Thank you very much for leaving it so lovely. So let's get cracking and do this bed. I can't believe how tidy they've left it, honestly. So my routine when I'm doing a room, first of all, I strip the beds. That is the first thing I always do. So let's do that. It doesn't take me long to do a room. Normally, I would normally allow half an hour a room. It takes me a little bit longer to do the family room, but on average, it takes me about half an hour. And now when I've done that, I put it in one of these bags. Normally, when I've got many rooms to do, I will put the bedding in one and the towels in another. But I've only got this one room to do today, so I shall put all the bedding in this one bag. So the bedding goes in that. And I will also put the towels in here. That's it. So that's the first thing I do. And then what I do is go and get the bedding and make the bed before actually cleaning the room. So I'm just have to get the bed in. This is my bedding, so I'm going to put that on now. Start off with the sheet. Oh, and by the way, normally the first thing I do when I come into a room is always open the windows to air the room. But when I came in here, they'd already opened them, so I didn't need to do that. But that's what I would normally do first, because it's always nice to air the rooms before somebody else comes in. And then the quilt. Now everybody puts quilts on differently. Some people put them on with the quilt covers inside out and then turns them the right way round as they put them on. I personally like to do them this way, so I put my hand in the quilt cover and I go right to the end of one corner, and then I hold that corner, and then I get the corner of the bed, the corner of the quilt, sorry, and hold it with that corner, and then I just pass it through. Normally you just hold it while you do the other corner. You don't want it coming out, and then you do the same thing, hold the corner there, and then put that in like so, like that, and then you just get them both and give it a good shake and then turn it over like so, and then these corners you put in the ends here like this. Now everybody puts quilt covers on differently. Some might think this is not an easy way of doing it, I don't know, but it's how I do them and it's how I like doing them. I don't put them on inside out because that would just create work for me, because I don't like to wash them inside out. I like to wash them the right way round, so it will just make the work a lot longer and a bit harder. So easiest as possible when you've got this many rooms. So that's that. And then I'm just going to put this pillow on top. And the same here. Like so. There we go. And then the cushions. like that. And now I'm just going to go get the towels. So here we go. I've got the bath towel here as well, which I don't need yet because I've not cleaned the bath. I'm in the shower, sorry. That's the towel. So that's the bed done. And now I'm going to clean the room. Now, I always make sure the coat hangers are facing the right way and are always one end. But again, they've done that for me, so I don't have to do that. That's just how I like them. I don't like some the other way around like that because I just think it looks messy. It doesn't look very tidy. So I always put them the right way around, but they've done it already. So that's great. And up at one end like that. And then they've got a little blanket on the top here if they are to want it at all. And obviously I always check that, make sure it's clean and it hasn't been used and that it's folded up nicely on the top there. But I can assure you it will not have been used because it's been red hot here just lately. So it's folded up exactly how I left it when I did the room last time. So that's fine. And now I'm just going to dust everywhere and I give everywhere a spray and clean everywhere. I always check the kettles and I empty them if there's any water inside. I empty them in the sink, there wasn't any in this, and I always make sure they're clean and give them a wipe over as well. Then check the tea and coffee, make sure the tray's clean. They actually bought their own tea and coffee with them, so they haven't used any, so that's absolutely fine. Check the drawers. And the hairdryer, I fold that up nicely so that looks nice. And always check the drawers because you never know. Sometimes people leave things in the drawers and you wouldn't want a surprise, would you? And empty the bin. Obviously, it's self-explanatory really what you do. I'm sure you all know how to clean a room, but this is my routine, the order of which I do things and how I do things. And as I say, we all do things differently, and sometimes these do need a little wipe out before putting a clean bag in. And the cups are downstairs having a little wash in the dishwasher, and I'll bring them up later. Well, I've got some more in the other room, so I shall bring those in here. Clean cups, and I'm just going to pop a couple of biscuits on the top of there, on the cups. There we go. just like that, and that's done. So now for the bathroom. I'll just spray around the sink. And always wipe that over, because obviously other people use it, so wants refilling actually. And then give the sink a good clean, and the splashback as well, down the side and underneath. I must say I do enjoy cleaning the rooms, especially when you're not in a mad rush to get them done for people arriving, even though you want to be busy obviously, but it's nice to be able to do them and not have them all to do at the same time, which sometimes you do have all the rooms to do at the same time, especially on a Monday. Weeks used to be changeover. You used to have like a changeover day. It always used to be a Saturday. People used to come Friday to Saturday, or Saturday to Saturday if you like, and people don't do that so much these days. They tend to come for like 3-4 nights. So Friday people normally arrive, and they normally leave on a Sunday or a Monday. So Sunday and Mondays are my busiest days, and if you've got people arriving on the Sunday, then it can be really busy. Otherwise, sometimes you can stagger the cleaning, although I do like to just get it done, to be fair. Put that back there like that. Lovely. So that's the sink done. Now I'll do the shower. Got some spare loo rolls there. Don't need them actually. And I've got these little stickers. When they've not used much of a toilet roll, do it in a little point, and then I put one of those on. Look. I think they're cute. Empty the bathroom bin. Put a clean bag in there. Now the shower. So I've got the glass cleaner for the shower doors, which I give a good spray all over, in and out. And I'm just going to get a clean cloth for this. Now, just so you know, I did just clean the floor with a clean cloth. I didn't do it with the same cloth as I cleaned the toilet with. So what I usually do, I use a cloth for wiping down all the surfaces in the bedroom, and then I will use another one for cleaning the sink and the shower tray, and then I will use the same cloth to clean the toilet with afterwards, obviously, and then I use another cloth for wiping down the floor, which is normally the same cloth as what I've wiped all the surfaces down in the bedroom, and I just spray a bit of bleach on the floor, which I did just do, and then give it a once over with that, and that is it. So I've just got to put the towel on the shower, and then we're more or less done. Just got to hoover. So all I use to clean really is I use the window and glass clean for the showers and the mirrors, and then I use that anti-bac foaming cleaner for everywhere else, which it does have bleach in, but I use that for everywhere. I use it for the furniture and everything. It doesn't ruin the furniture because it's literally on and off, but I do like to do it with this, and I know some people will say I shouldn't, but that's how I clean. So now all I've got to do is hoover, and then we're done. There you go. That's it, all done. And the bathroom as well. It's all nice and clean. It smells lovely and fresh. That's how I clean my rooms. I start off with the beds, then I clean around the room, then I do the bathroom, and then I hoover up, clean the floor, and that's more or less it. And as you can see, it looks lovely, smells lovely and fresh. If there was smell-o-vision, I think you would approve. And now I always clean, hoover the hallway and the landing as well when I've done a room, and I do that on a daily basis. Now all I've got to do is take my washing downstairs and pop in the washing machine and get rid of the rubbish, take the hoover down and my cleaning tray, and that's it. So, all done. I've got to go and wash the bedding now. It's a lovely day today, so I'm going to get it washed and peg it outside. So I really hope you enjoyed that vlog and enjoyed the routine and showing you the routine. If there's any questions you've got, any tips you've got, please put in the comments below. I'd be interested to know. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.